Good morning, everybody, and it is Shay with the Hobbies coming at you with the writing tag. Today I'll be doing the New Year's 2020 Writings Goal tag created by Alec Williams. So let's go ahead and get started. Number 1, what was the single best thing that happened to you this past year? For me, it would have to be finding the AuthorTuber community. I have found my tribe. We call ourselves the Inner Monologue, and I have been able to watch them finish their novels. I've had them critique chapters of mine. We've been able to talk about mental health issues and different things like that. And so I was in a very dark place before I found my tribe, and finding them has definitely shed some light into my life. So I'm definitely appreciative to that. Question number 2, what was the single most challenging thing that happened this past year? For me, it was losing the woman who raised me, my grandmother. She died in March of 2019. It's coming up on a year now. That definitely has had to be the hardest, most challenging thing I've ever had to deal with. Number 3, what is the biggest change from January to December? The biggest change for me would have to be living without my mask. I have to say that in the beginning of 2019, I was feeling like I needed to censor myself. I didn't want to come off like the angry black woman. I didn't want to be the spokesperson for my race. I always felt like I was in that position. And by the end of it, I was like, whatever, like, I'm gonna be cachet. I'm gonna enjoy being cachet. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna tell my truth, and I'm gonna be my authentic self, unapologetically cachet. And so that would have to be the biggest change from January to December. Question number 4, what are your personal goals for 2020? For my personal goals, the first one is, like most people, to get fit or get in shape. I know I'm not overly obese or anything like that, but I am definitely not in good shape, and I would like to get into shape. I am not, trying to body shame anybody or anything like that, but I know that I'm not happy with the way that my body looks, and I want to do something to change that. So that's just for me. No, nobody else out there. I don't want nobody to feel like they have to feel that way or anything. That's just cachet going into 2020. I also want to travel more. I'm looking forward to the Portland, Oregon AuthorTuber trip that will be in June. I'm so excited for that. I've never been to Oregon. I've only been to the West Coast one time, so I'm super excited to get to see something new. I feel like I'm going to write something magnificent while I'm there. Like, that's just the feeling that I get. The other goals that I have are writing and reading goals. One is to write 1 short story a week, and one is to read 1 book a week. Right now, I am beyond on track for my short story a week. I am beyond behind on my reading a book a week. I'm like in the middle of books, but I've yet to finish one, so we'll see how that goes. Question number 5, what are your business goals for 2020? My number 1 business goal is to start an Etsy shop. As some of you may know, I do crochet and knit, and I have had people ask me about blankets and hats and scarves and things like that, and so I really would like to get that up and running before December 31st of 2020. Also, I would like to travel more for my photography. I would like to get to do more shoots outside of Oklahoma. I think that would be a really great thing for me business-wise. And then lastly, I have this business idea that I wanted to start in 2019, but the funds just weren't there to start that. And so now I'm looking to go ahead and get that started now in 2020. So I'm super excited about that. I will give y'all more details on that later, so just stay tuned for that. Okay, and the last question is, what will you do to maintain your mental health? So for me, I'm starting a separate channel called 50 Shades of Shade that will be launching on February 1st of 2020. It will be a lifestyle and mental health vlogging channel. I will go through different things that I deal with, being someone that lives with disability, being that I have epilepsy and PTSD. I will also be going to therapy once a week beginning in February. I know to some people that might seem a lot, some people that might not seem enough, but for me, right now, that's where I'm at, and that's where I need to be, dealing with the people in my family who have passed within this last year, and coming to terms with my conditions and how to live and walk through those. And I want to share my experiences so that maybe it can help somebody else who is dealing with that, because whether it's in the black community or in the American community as a whole, just mental health is not talked about enough, and I want to be a part of changing that. So you guys, that is my New Year's 2020 writing goal and business goal tag that I did. I would like to thank Alec for putting these together. And now I would like to tag Dahlia Dewinters, The Naked Firefly, and Tamara Woods. I would like to tag you guys. I would love to hear about you guys' goals, the things that you conquered from last year, the things you want to conquer in this year. So thank you again, guys, for watching. It's Shay. Go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.